bitches? Welcome back to Talk About Ray. I'm Ego Ray, and this is my YouTube channel, bitch. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, do not forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified every single time I'm posting. You want to be notified so that you can be part of the Ray fam, aka the Just fam in the YouTube land. And that is really like very much on period. Don't forget to follow me on my social media. My Instagram and my Twitter will be linked down below in the description box for your convenience because a bad bitch always leaves links. Also, down there in the description box, you can find my Patreon, which has all of my unedited content like this. And yeah, join up on the Patreon if you want the unedited shit, period. Today we're watching episode 4 of season 1 of Supernatural. Let's get into it.
Nervous flyer?
It's not obvious, huh?
You know, what are the odds of dying in a plane crash? I mean, what? 20,000 to 1?
Why would you say that to somebody who is afraid of planes?
Wow. It's really reassuring. Thank you.
Like, what?
Dude, what the hell are you doing?
No fucking good. When I tell you that this has to be one of my biggest fears, bro, I have never flown on a plane, but I just would hope that, like, God or whomever you believe in, whatever form of God you believe in, I would just hope that whoever that is would not choose to take me out this way. Oh my fucking God. By plane crash. Oh my fucking God. That has to be some of the scariest, like, few minutes of your life, bruh.
I just forgot, this job. Man, it gets to you.
Well, you can't let it. You can't bring it home like that.
So what, all this, it never keeps you up at night?
You know, I feel what Sam is saying. I wouldn't be able to have a job like the one they have, or like I wouldn't be able to be a police officer, a doctor, any of those things where you see people die, or like people die in a profession that you're in. I just would not be able to do it. I don't want to see anybody die. I don't want to be around when somebody dies. Like, that's just not, something that I'm into. And that is okay. And I realized that. So now that I realized that, I would not choose any of those jobs. I don't see how, like, doctors don't be having nightmares when, like, surgeries go wrong. I would be fucking... Oh, like, the first death as a doctor is probably the hardest one to swallow, honestly. Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't. Some jobs just could not do.
Or, remember Flight 401?
Right. The one that crashed and the airline salvaged some of its parts, put it in other planes. Then the spirit of the pilot and co-pilot haunted those flights.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe we got a similar deal.
Why would you salvage parts from a plane that crashed and use them in another plane? Some just sound wrong and hunted about that.
I was a little stressed. I survived a plane crash.
Uh-huh. And that's what terrified you? I mean, that's what you were afraid of?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Because I think maybe you did see something up there. We need to know what.
No, I was delusional. Seeing things.
Why wouldn't he tell people the stuff that he was seeing? Unless he told that shit to the police or whoever before, and they kind of brushed it off and told him it wasn't real. If I said I saw somebody open up the door and jump out, and that's how the plane crashed, that seems like a logical answer, like something that would make sense.
There was this man, and he had these eyes, these black eyes. And I saw him, or I thought I saw him. He opened the emergency exit. But that's impossible, right? I mean, I looked it up. There's something like 2 tons of pressure on that door.
Now it makes sense why it's weird. I didn't realize that airplane doors was that heavy or that hard to open. But then I guess it makes sense if you think about it, because it's probably hella air hitting that bitch. And the pressure from that shit probably is, like, really wild or
It goes
strange.
without saying. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, a middle-aged dentist with an
I
eye
have
is not
acid
exactly evil
reflux.
personified. You know what we need to do is get inside that NTSB warehouse, check out the wreckage.
Homeland Security? What? One team of you guys isn't enough?
What are you talking about?
2 of your buddies went inside not 5 minutes ago.
The way they're able to get out of this shit without being caught is beyond me. I would have been got caught. The first episode, I would have been arrested for impersonating somebody, child.
Listen, Chuck, it's like getting back on a horse. Only in this case, a little twin engine. Not even a horse. More like a pony. I'm gonna be right there with you, too. Anytime you feel like you don't want the wheel, I'll take over. Look, Chuck, we don't have to do this today. I'm not trying to rush you.
No, the waiting is worse.
Trying to get him back on another plane after he just got off a plane that crashed is mad insensitive. And saying it's just like riding a horse, like, nigga, what? Like, hello? I was in a whole fucking plane crash. People died. Like, what about that? What makes you think I want to get back on a plane anytime fucking soon?
Yeah, there's not too many things that leave behind a sulfuric residue.
Demonic possession.
That would explain how a mortal man would have the strength to open up an emergency hatch.
If the guy was possessed, it's possible.
Yeah, but this goes way beyond floating over a bed or barfing pea soup. I mean, it's one thing to possess a person, but to use them to take down an entire airplane?
You ever heard
Crazy.
something like this before?
Never.
I wonder how often it is do planes like still crash. Like, I know back in the day, it was probably like much higher numbers of planes crashing, but I wonder now, like, what's the numbers on that?
Jerry, I'm sorry, what happened?
He and his buddy went up in a small twin about an hour ago. The plane went down.
Where'd this happen?
About 60 miles west of here near Nazareth.
I'll try to ignore the irony in that.
I'm sorry?
Nothing. Jerry, hang in there, all right? We'll catch up with you soon.
Another crash.
Yeah. Let's go.
Where?
Nazareth.
40 minutes. What does that mean?
It's biblical numerology. You know, Noah's Ark, it rained for 40 days. The number means death.
I went back, and there have been 6 plane crashes over the last decade that all went down exactly 40 minutes in.
Any survivors?
No. Or not until now, at least. Not until flight 2485 for some reason. On the cockpit voice recorder. Remember what the EVP said?
No survivors. It's going after all the survivors. Just trying to finish the job.
Well, good thing that me personally, if I was a survivor of a plane crash, that would be the last time I ever got on a plane. Respectfully. I would have to drive everywhere, take trains everywhere for the rest of my life, because at this point, travel by boat, I don't give a fuck how I gotta get there. It won't be a plane, though.
He really needs to see you tonight. So,
No, I'm sorry, it's too late.
don't be like that. I mean, come on, the guy's a mess. Really, it's pathetic.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Look, I gotta go. Tell him to call me when I land.
No, wait, Amanda.
He could have said, like, don't get on the plane. Because once you put fear in my heart about getting on the plane, after that, I ain't getting on another plane again. Fuck a job, fuck all that shit.
All right, I'll go.
What?
I'll do this one on my own.
Are you nuts? You said it yourself, the plane's gonna crash.
Look, Dean, we can do it together. I can do this one by myself. I'm not seeing a third option here.
Come on.
Also, I'm not getting on the plane that I, like, know has, like, a 89% chance of crashing. Just wouldn't put my life in danger. Like,
Well, now, how is it that being a stewardess, you're scared to fly?
It's kind of a long story.
You ever consider other employment?
No. Look, everybody's scared of something. I'm not gonna let it hold me back.
like, there's so many other jobs. Like, just because you're afraid of something don't mean that you gotta do that shit as a job, like, weekly. Like, I'm afraid of heights. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go be a flight attendant to get over my fear. Like, it's just something that I just couldn't see myself doing. I just don't understand.
Dude, stole the touchy-feely self-help yoga crap. It's not
Listen,
helping.
if you're panicked, you're wide open to demonic possession, so you need to calm yourself down right now.
Right now.
What? What is it?
Cristo.
Getting one of the pilots is crazy.
Look, there was something wrong with 2485. Now, maybe you sensed it, maybe you didn't, but there's something wrong with this flight, too.
Amanda, you have to believe us.
On 2485, there was this man. He had these eyes.
Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
Well, I don't understand. What are you asking me to do?
Okay, the co-pilot, we need you to bring him back here.
Why? What does he have to do with anything?
Don't have time to explain. We just need to talk to him, okay?
Well, how am I supposed to go into the cockpit and get the
Whatever it
co-pilot?
takes. Do whatever it takes. All right, tell him there's something broken back here. Whatever will get him out of that cockpit.
Do you know that I could lose my job?
Okay, well, you can lose a lot more than that if you don't help us out.
Your life more... Your job is more important than your life, sister.
Hey, what are you doing? You said you were just gonna talk to him.
We are gonna talk to him. Regna terrae, cantate Deo, solite Domino. Qui vehitor per celos antiquos.
Damn, ding in his ass beat.
She must have died screaming.
That's wild.
Even now she's burned.
Sam! Aeus, let's pretend you're Aeus and Nubibus. I got him.
Where'd it go? Into the plane. Hurry up, we gotta finish it.
No fucking good. Couldn't be me. No fucking good. That's the theme of the episode. None of this is any good. All of this is trash. Trash. Planes crashing and being drowned in the lake. Like, this is too much. Caught on fire. This is so hard.
It knew about Jessica.
Sam, these things, they read minds. They lie. All right, that's all it was.
Nobody knows what you guys did, but I do. A lot of people could have been killed. Your dad's gonna be real proud.
I'll see you around, Jerry.
Hey, you know, Jerry.
Yeah.
I meant to ask you, how did you get my cell phone number anyway? I've only had it for like 6 months.
Your dad gave it to me.
What? Well, when did you talk to him?
Well, I mean, I didn't exactly talk to him, but called his number. His voice message said to give you a call. Thanks again, guys.
That's suspicious.
This is John Winchester. I can't be reached. If this is an emergency, call my son Dean. 785-555-0179. He can help.
Okay, y'all, that is the end of the episode. And yeah, it was pretty good. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm kind of low energy, but I had to get some videos done today, and that is exactly what I did. So, with that being said, bye. Good night, y'all.